Everybody, welcome to Baby Shower Comedy Podcast. Like, subscribe, comment, do all that sort of stuff.
Let's go, dude.
Gang.
Let's go.
Cut that out. That might not be
what
PC for me to say gang.
Miller
I don't even know what that means.
Christian Miller is. What do you mean? It's a perfectly acceptable. Let's go, baby shower, baby.
Gang. Isn't that like a call sign for
we out here? I think that's probably not.
All right.
Gang. Oh, that was the hottest start we ever had.
Are we on now?
That was a hot. Let's go.
No, we're not on. Oh boy, that was a hot start. That would have been an epic pod. In that reality of that universe, that was the best podcast episode of all time. But now it's going to be terrible.
That is how we are.
We came out hot.
If it's like we catch something, it may be it may be soup in the garbage.
Yes.
Now who knows?
Who knows?
We got to rebound. We got to rebound.
Are we back on? Have we been on the whole time?
No!
Oh,
legendary Sama!
Sama, what a move!
Wow, all time. All time.
Are you positive? All right, for boom, minute 15. That's a clip.
Unreal.
We already got one clip. Now it's all gravy. We don't even have to do a
Clipping it
full
up.
episode.
Clip.
Clip gang.
Dude,
clip gang. That'd be kind of good.
Yeah, clip gang.
Or the clip gang.
Clip gang it up. Dude, babe, everyone out there, welcome back to the hottest pod going, Baby Shower Comedy Pod.
Hottest pod in these villages.
60. Yeah, in this 4-block radius. 65 subscribers.
I know. I told Sama when I saw him on Thursday, I go, we ticked up for. I don't know who, but welcome.
Yeah, welcome.
Welcome to the show.
Your presence is much needed.
No, let's not get negative here, Hardy.
Yeah, June. Let's not get too negative too fast. No, you already started off the fire. You fired off an insult right away.
What was the insult?
This morning. You're like, oh, Hardy. Pat was like, I'll be like 15, 20 minutes late.
It's not an insult. It's a fact.
And then you were like, Hardy will be 40 minutes late then.
Anyway, you're back on Bums? The Beehive?
Yeah.
Have you ever tried Bumble BFF or no? Do you go straight to the dating?
Is that you can do like friendship stuff? I don't do that.
There's Bumble BFF where it's people that want to meet up in a non-sexual setting. One of my coworkers who just moved to New York, I was like, how are you going to make friends?
Yeah.
Because she just moved here. She's probably like 30 years old or something like that, and she doesn't know anyone here. And I was like, how are you going to make friends? Because I'm not going to be your friend.
Yeah.
And she said Bumble BFF.
I did think you could. I didn't know you could do that, but that's crazy.
If I moved to a place where I literally knew zero people,
You
I
would
would
do that?
100%.
It's a Bumble BFF.
It's like a date, but for friends.
I know, but like, why
Hey,
can't you
let's
just
test each other
make
out.
friends?
How would you go about making friends these days? You don't drink?
As opposed to what? Oh, no, like in these modern times?
Well, you moved to New York after college, right? So you knew people. You had friends of friends. You had some sort of network moving here.
You gotta.
Let's say you moved to Des Moines.
You gotta not be a loser. Okay? I mean, go.
Easier said than done.
No, this is not. Go do things. You say hello to people.
Yeah, what do you do?
You mean like what are the options?
Yeah. What
Look,
would you do?
If I was, am I still in Des Moines?
You're dropped in Des Moines. Airdropped into Des Moines.
All right. If I'm airdropped in Des Moines, am I at a hotel? Where am I? Because I think
you just moved
sounds
into
like I'm staying.
You just moved into an apartment.
An apartment in Des Moines.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now what do you do?
What am I?
Yeah, not so easy. You're already stumped. I even have better ideas than you. You're going to go to your coffee shop, right?
Well, of course I'm going to
You're
my
going to start
coffee
chatting
shop.
some people up. But also, people, I feel like, how many times have you met someone at a coffee shop where you're like, hey, let's do something outside of this coffee shop?
I met this guy at a coffee shop, and we started a business together.
You started a business?
Yeah.
Or just...
We started, like, I helped him. We were working on this business together. In Astoria. Matt Bleistern.
So that's... Bleep out that name. Who knows if he wants to be associated with Matt? No.
Yeah.
But that's business. We're talking about friendships here.
Yeah, I think first of all, you got to get in the flow of life. That's why this is kind of a weird question. It's like, what are you doing? Like, what do you mean? You go do things. You go to a workout class. You go to the grocery store. You go shopping. You go to a book. You go meet
signing.
you go to a book signing.
Book signing.
Right? Okay. Hey, what's up? Boom. You meet a lovely lady or someone at lunch. They're serving you lunch. Where do I go around? Oh, cool. What's going on? Oh, hey, you bumped into someone in the street. Oh, I went to college there. What's going?
And you asked for Didge?
In the flow of life. So
how do you make the friend? I see how you can make little bumps. You can bump into someone and be like, hey, yo, what up? You could be that guy around town in Des Moines.
Yeah, then you that's how work, you hang out with where do you work?
And then you go, what's your Insta? Let me follow.
Yeah. Go, what's your Insta?
And then you go, and then you see them post a story at a fair and you're like, hey, what fair is that? I'm a drop by.
Fair is a great call.
Yeah.
Meetups. I guess I shouldn't listen.
When's the last time you made a friend?
A new friend?
Yes. Outside of comedy.
Well, you can't. See, this is the problem, though. You can't rule out ways people make friends. Because that's part of the process. I made a ton of friends when I went to California.
Whoa. Stop the clock.
Ha 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 ha. Yes, Sam.
Hardy's sister, Miller, never gets a first date because he's only grabbing Didge and taking off. Hey, Sam.
Wait, Miller's swimming in puss right now.
I'm swimming in whatever Hardy said. I don't want it to come out of my mouth.
Yeah, this is a very
PG mom. I went on 4 dates this week, Sam. Three of which were first dates. One of which was a second date.
Yeah, that's so many dates.
It was too much. Once again, it's starting to cheapen the date where I'm not even. I don't know. I need to stop. I'm getting out of the game. I might message all these girls and say, "Listen, I know I made all these promises."
Yeah, I'm out. I have seen people though like the friendship option. I guess you could do meetups too, like on they have like
right,
but
I would say that's a very similar thing to Bumble BFF.
But is it though? Because it's a dating app.
But
that's my issue with it. It's like
primarily
use a
dating
friendship app.
When you log in, it says dates or BFF. You have the option immediately when you sign up.
Maybe I'll go plug into BFF.
You should create a new account for BFF.
I should see what's going on.
We should go. Oh, for a pod, we should go on a BFF date.
Yeah. We should totally.
By the way, I ran into Pavone. He wants to get on the pod.
Really?
Alex Pavone. Yeah, he wants to come in and pod. Should we start having guests? Samaha?
Yes, you should have started having guests.
Already? It's episode 120 or something like that?
It's 119 today. You've had only Jared Schwartz and who else?
No.
Pat, how long were you going to wait to tell us this?
Was it Choi? I think he was on.
Choi we had on, Luciano.
Yeah, the problem with that is the episode didn't even fucking come out.
Louis Scali in the backyard.
We need to release that episode.
Yes.
Oh, dude, release party. We should have a release party after Mama's Boy.
We gotta release
that. Would be
epic.
That would be epic.
He goes, that would be
with
bad.
His new girlfriend there.
That would I don't think he said anything out of school.
No,
against his date. Yeah.
Yeah, but no one wants to hear about their past.
I've heard him talk about weird shit in front of her. But anyways,
Yeah, we gotta. Why? You can't get me now?
oh,
Or
you're
a-
talking about me?
No, he's talking about me. I leaned back. Or a third chair. A third chair. I was thinking.
We should
about.
do third chair tryouts.
A third chair could be nice too.
That's what we should. We should do. We should do third chair. We've had that on the docket, but
Yeah.
that's a good way to get guests on,
Yeah.
and also have like a theme kind of, like a fun game.
Yeah.
Again, open opportunity. But if you are starting to promote this and credit it at Baby Shower Comedy shows, you could probably pod on stage, do something like fun like that with contestants and stuff like that. Just an idea
Yeah.
out there. Little like live recording with an audience.
Yeah.
That'd be fun. Little
That
live
could rip.
show.
I mean,
We want to do that
do
with the
people wanna
frat
see
house.
that?
We
Yeah.
know
Oh,
we
yeah.
want to do that.
we still wanted to go to the frat.
By the way,
houses.
if you're listening and you're in a frat, we're still looking to go to your house and do wizard staff somehow.
Yeah, we're still in the market for
I
a
feel
frat.
Yeah, I feel like to do a live, we would have to like sign. They would have to sign release forms, right? Could me and Hardy just co-host, and then we're up there for the first like 20, 30 minutes doing crowd work, and that's the pod. It's us doing crowd work on stage, and then
Are we like potting? Are we sitting or are we standing?
No, we're standing. We're co-hosting
Wow.
a show,
Yeah.
and then we have someone in the like giving a mic to an audience
Yeah,
member when
I
we
mean-
do crowd work.
That can be done. I mean, I've done
Patreon.
that a bunch.
I've done that a bunch.
I have with Colin in Harlem. We'll do a joint host.
I've heard those go swimming.
Oh, those are wild. No, a couple of them have been great. Yeah. There was one where we just like blew Pat. Yeah.
You're 3% battery here, Smaha. You good? I hate to give you notes.
So, you might. Yeah.
Where were we? Bumblebee. So are you planning on going on a date? And first of all, your sister calls me out for not going on dates. You're the king of no dates. You just get dig and don't do anything.
Well. Yeah.
Do you have any dates coming up?
Maybe.
No.
It's not that. It's these. It is weird. I hate talking about the app. Like it's just like doing dates off of them. Sometimes it's just like they don't happen. They don't manifest.
Have you ever?
I'll chat, but then like
no,
what I
but
mean?
that's your flaw once again.
No,
Because
I've
you
asked.
don't want to. Well, what you need to say is, let's meet here.
Yeah,
8
yeah,
o'clock
yeah.
Wednesday night.
Yeah, this is more your. I don't care.
No, it's not.
I
Yeah,
don't
exactly. Exactly my point.
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
want to go on
care.
the date.
I do and I don't. I don't care enough. I don't. I really don't.
Fuck you.
You're the guy that wants to. I don't want to waste my time.
Right. So, but why are you even on the dating apps?
Sheer distraction, like not like totally out of the realm of possibility that I could
It is though.
meet. No, it's not. It's not. I'm chatting with some peeps right now.
You've been on the
They're
dating
enjoyable.
apps for probably
No, I haven't.
4
Don't go.
years,
No, that's not true at all.
on and off for the past 4.
No, for like maybe
you not
a
wanna talk
month
about
and a
this?
half. Absolutely not. It's so boring to me. Why?
Well, that's what we were talking.
Yes. What we always talk
We
about
talking about
the
my
dating apps.
exploits.
What do you mean my exploits? I don't have exploits. Unless you want to talk about
No. Let's change tops.
How was the baseball game, Hardy?
Yeah, how's the baseball game? Another thing you don't want to talk
don't bring
about.
that. You guys are the
No, well, you texted us later in the day. You said I'm.
it
Having
was fun.
it was
We had a
fun.
good.
You're
We
having
did
fun.
have a good time at the ball game.
What'd you eat? Did you get an ice cream, a baseball
I
cup,
got
baseball
a,
helmet ice cream bowl? Those are epic, by the way.
You know what they had? They had those, but they had nachos.
Yeah?
Yeah, they put nachos in a baseball helmet.
Did you grab that?
Pat was fired up. Pat, have you seen that?
I know about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
classic at Citi Field. Yeah,
Pat, have you gone to a Met game?
I've been to many baseball.
They're
games.
pretty fun, Pat. I recommend.
I love both New York teams. Although I'm a Yankee fan, I will root for both.
Yeah. You're a Padres guy?
I have family in San Diego, so I root for the Padres. a
I've
little
been
bit.
there. I've been
You're
to
a
that stadium.
Padres guy.
I've been to Petco Field. They're probably like my second or third team.
Yeah.
What do you mean
I'm
second?
a
or
Yankee
third?
fan.
Yankees.
Yeah.
They're having an epic
Oh, you're a
season,
Yankee
right?
Yeah.
Are they going to win it all?
They got no hit yesterday.
Wow.
It's crazy. There
Yeah.
were some Astros fans on the street today. I did roll down my window and yell cheaters.
What did they
It
cheat?
felt good.
A huge cheating scandal.
How?
You could probably describe better than I can.
So I think it was 2018. They were using a live stream outside of behind their dugout in the
I
clubhouse
think I heard about
and
this.
banging on garbage cans on specific types of pitches so that the batter would hear it at plate before the
Yeah.
pitch came.
Wow.
There'd be a guy like in
That's
center
pretty good.
field seeing if there was a 1 or 2,
Yeah.
and they would bang a drum 1 if it was a fastball, 2 for a curve and stuff like that.
Or they would just use the live feed from the game, like the batter's eye camera, and they would watch it
Right.
on a monitor behind their dugout, and
Yeah.
then bang on it. And there's like video evidence, like you can hear it. Like there's a bunch of games where you can just hear.
And
a
they won the
garbage
World
can.
Series one year, right?
That was
Really?
that was the year they won the World Series.
Yeah,
No way.
yeah.
Legendary.
And also, did they get any?
That's pretty ripping.
Did they get any repercussions?
You gotta
They
love-
illegal?
No one got any. Really
yeah, can you get
anything.
in trouble? You got
I don't know, man.
Probably, right? There's Yeah, you probably don't get in legal trouble though.
Well, there's a lot of like
it's
gray
fraud.
areas.
You can
in
look
baseball.
at sign. That's why
Yeah.
That's why they don't go like this.
So, like,
That's
there's
why
a lot
they
of
put it
gray
in
areas.
between their legs so you don't see.
Right. Who's doing that though? Is that the catcher?
That's
Who's
the catcher.
he goes to?
Well, they do like a series of signs, so like you throw off the other team.
Just a guy flicking them off. Yeah. So one, that's a fastball, right, Pat?
Sure, sometimes. Well,
it's
you
it's
do
up
it like
to you.
you can do it in like a sequence to throw off the other team.
Oh, right, and then it's the third one. You
Yeah,
go,
there you
oh,
go.
4, 2, 1, 3, 2,
Yeah, there's different signs.
and then it's the last one.
We should do that
Or
on
maybe
stage.
do we got to do that?
Or
We
how
have
about-
signs for different bits.
Or you can do
Now
third
do
base
this.
coach.
do the splits.
Yeah, Miller, that
You have a
bombed
coach
last
in the
time.
back.
Miller, that bombed last time. Miller. You know what'd be
Dude,
funny?
I'm gonna bring that back. That
That's
sign. When's the
so
last time
funny,
you seen
dude.
someone go?
Could you imagine if like Miller, you came into the show and Miller's got some old guy with a big beer gut in the back of the room, he's like put
Got a full bag of seeds in a can.
yeah, and he's just like making like grunts. All right, I'll do that. All right, good idea, coach. Dude, signals. What about signals up here? You know, like I give you,
We have signals where it goes like move on from a topic.
yeah, like the
Signals
like
at a
picking your
bar.
We're on video; they can see everything.
Signals at a bar when you're picking up chicks.
Right? That's, well,
Ooh. Miller, you enticed him. He's itching to go into his dating exploits.
I really don't. I really don't. Oh
He
God!
goes, oh God.
It's like fake news. You guys are like fake news. Like you can manipulate truth by like what voice is heard most. You guys are all of a sudden fabricating reality by how much you're reacting to this.
Fabricating. No, you go.
Oh, he's excited to talk about his date. I told you before the pod that I didn't know if I want to go into it.
Oh yeah, but it's a pretty. That stuff's interesting though. I'd like to hear about that.
But listen, why?
No,
that's what I
that-
was.
That's
That's the whole thing. You were trying to get off of the dating app stuff, and I'm like, well, that's what you do to me.
what do you
I
mean?
said you don't want to talk about the dating apps. He goes, I have no interest.
Yeah.
It doesn't interest me. And
Yeah.
what's the difference between your dating app exploits versus my dating app exploits? Stunned. Go pipe up for that one. Get in. Hey,
I'm
get in on that.
Well, I'm Team Hardy right now. You're
Oh fuck.
because you're wilding, man. You're just
Oh,
going
shit.
crazy. I saw
You're out of your mind.
I saw a color coded calendar in your phone.
That's right. That's right.
Oh boy.
That's right. Well, we could talk. Let me try. The problem with my exploits is there are none, so they're not juicy. You know, that's the issue. I wouldn't be telling you. I would have no. Well, I guess I got that chick. We've talked about my exploits. I got that lady's number a while back.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is,
And I went on that kind of that hang.
can you please go? It's 3 hours of your time
to do what?
to go on a date.
Oh.
What are you scared of? I feel like I hit a nerve with you on this dating app thing. Maybe there's take off your sunglasses and look at me in the eye and say that you're not running away from anything.
I will not. I refuse.
By the way, that's
I
gonna
refuse.
That's gonna be our second clip. The Hardy, you
Miller.
guys going off on me and then me trying to get off on you and you saying no, you're Team Hardy.
Miller's exploits.
I mean, I'll tell you my exploits, but I don't. None of them are like that interesting.
No, what's interesting is you trying not to. You thinking that, or the. You going on dates because of the success with comedy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Where I thought that maybe I was trying to. I'm scared of success in comedy. That's why I'm going on so many dates.
Yeah, like that's funny, because I had experienced that at times.
Right.
In my lap.
I feel like we could have. I feel like we could have got into that a little bit more naturally instead of you just hitting the punchline right off the jump.
I knew it, and that's why I didn't. I froze because I knew it wasn't gonna work well. So I just backed in. That was.
Oh man, says the punchline up top.
Yeah, I knew that was gonna happen.
Now we gotta find a new punchline for it. No, that's the setup.
We gotta find the new. No, I was saying we talk about dating app. I was just saying we talk about not your exploit, just dating apps in general a lot. So I was trying to move the topics.
All right. Well, in general, I have found.
Although our clips
issue.
do well with those.
Yeah. I have found an issue over the past probably, it's been longer than this, but the past month, where I feel like I know what I should be doing with my life and what I should be doing with my time, what would benefit my life with this time.
Yeah.
And I find excuses to do things that would seemingly be quick hits of endorphins. Mm-hmm. Not long-term, short-term happiness replaced for long-term happiness in the form of a lot of YouTube videos, lots of dates,
watch out for
lots
that.
of dating apps, lots of all this shit. You know what I mean? So going on these dates, I think, is because I know I should be doing other shit comedy-related, but I'm scared of the success that I'm inevitably going to attain.
Yeah.
And so I'm going on these dates.
Yeah, and it's something to do.
Sounds like Samaha's got something to say.
Yeah, what do you? What,
He hit his on mute button real quick. Look at him.
Well, I was just thinking how you're possibly going to ever succeed if you don't know how to like watch YouTube or how to go on dates. And, you know, like you kind of do have to like get these things out of the way.
You're saying it's good that I watch YouTube videos.
Well, you were asking before the pod. This is interesting. It's a good time to bring this up. How do you avoid addiction?
Right.
yes.
I said you fall victim to it and you cope with it and then you do it responsibly.
Yeah.
Make a schedule like for it. Like
Right.
if you're doing like too much, I'm watching too much YouTube. Be
So
like,
if you're
"All right,
going
I'll
on
do it."
4 dates a week, maybe cut it down to 1.
And then if you keep doing one a week, you'll be like, all right, this is a good wave now. I'm not doing too much, but I'm still doing it. Enjoy yourself.
So do you just date one girl?
You can, or you can date more than one, but do it a week apart. Don't feel gross about yourself.
Right.
I went out before I had like my lady tied down. I made sure I made a gap between like 2 weeks before
Right.
I would really like touch another girl. Because I would feel gross, personally.
Yeah.
Sorry, Toby's
Yeah,
mom.
Me too.
Toby's
Yeah,
mom,
yeah,
if you're
yeah,
watching
yeah,
this,
yeah.
I'm so sorry.
Nah, I blocked her. I'm wondering if we can block her on YouTube too.
Well, if this is if you want, it depends on. Well, that's what I was saying. It depends on what your goals are. Because like if you're just having fun, then it's like, yeah, man, and just be aware of it and like be more like.
I do have fun
But
on
that's
the dates.
hard. The problem with that is in the end is that it's very hard to do.
Well,
Because
it's one,
if you're actually addicted in a way, or like if you're actually like
it's one of the top urges in all of human history.
going
Is
on
courtship.
going on first dates,
Going on hinge dates. Going on first date.
I don't even know how you ended up like this. How you ended up so addicted to first date. There literally couldn't be more of a nightmare.
Well, I think probably what it's if I were to put on my therapist hat.
You're also all right. Go ahead.
If I were to put my therapist hat on, all throughout high school, I didn't get any girls.
Okay. Right. So now that's what I thought. Okay. So that's what I probably thought. I was like, how old are you?
30.
Okay. Is that
No,
right?
I'm
Yeah.
30, yeah.
Yeah. So, young guy, late 20.
Relatively.
Yeah.
For
yeah.
New York standards, young
Yeah.
guy.
You're living it up a little bit.
Right.
That's
and I just
fine.
broke up with a
That's
girlfriend
fine.
like 10 months ago.
Yeah.
12. It might be, I don't know when.
I've gone through periods like this. You're just not seeing me in them. That's all. That's where the disconnect is. Right? You're seeing me like
Right.
way on the other side
You
of the mountain.
see yourself
and-
a lot in me right
Yes. Absolutely. I went on so many. When I was in law school, dude, I was like Bruce Wayne, dude. I had the apartment. I had the job. Like I had the future come in. I passed the bar. Like I was fucking before I was like dating. I started dating this girl, but I would go on all kinds of fucking restaurant dates, take girls to steakhouse. I was going crazy. Just crazy stuff. Steakhouses. Smith and Lewinsky. I think I went to Smith and Lewinsky that's the guy's name, right? Like 3 times, yo.
Oh, man.
I've been treated to that.
Yeah, dude, mashed potato sides.
I was doing all kinds of crazy things.
Yeah,
Bringing girls to
That was-
steakhouses.
that was like in my head. I was like, oh, that's what a date, like a real power date is.
Yeah.
I would go. Oh, that's funny, dude. I would go to like this street in Brooklyn, Smith Street, and I would like there was like a bunch of bars and cool restaurants down there, so I'd take girls there.
Yeah.
But right out of college, or it wasn't very easy because I was living at home. So that's kind of like I would go on like some dates here and there, but like, dude, I brought a girl on a first date. I brought her to my college buddy's holiday party. We would
Yeah.
have a holiday party, like all my college.
This is when you were
buddies.
boozing still?
Yeah, we would rent out this place on the Upper East Side that used to be there called High Life Martini Bar, and all my college buddies would be there. And I brought a girl that I had met. She was a singer in Wicked. She was like
Ugly sweater party or like suit party?
Just like kind of like a
Regular.
mix. Yeah, like everyone's dressing up, like hanging out.
Yeah.
And I brought a first date.
Hotel rooms?
No, it was just like at a bar.
All right.
Yeah. A first, like, it was so extra. Like, she literally met everyone I know.
That's
like,
kind of great,
the
though.
First time.
That's kind of great.
It was kind of wild, right? So I was doing, I was.
How did that date go?
I got like I not
You
that
you
night,
got
but I got
hammered?
laid. I got laid. I got hammered, but later on we
I would say
we
it's like
hooked
an
up.
automatic hookup.
She dumped me though. She was like you didn't court me enough. That's what she told me when she.
You were doing a lot of like keg stands in the corner. You were doing a lot like what you called trouser haze.
Brought out Hollow Man at one point.
Yeah, you were drinking
Yeah,
through
she
your
probably,
T-shirt with your friends.
I don't think she was wrong. It's so true. We got like we hung out like twice and got like crazy fucked up and then hooked up, and I think she was. Oh my god, that is an expert Hollow Man. Give it up, dude.
I think one of your
Bang,
buddies said
bang.
You need to keep on the hot. I took my shirt off a little. Too
Good
much.
tan, dude.
Dude, this is an inspired Hollow Man.
Surprised you're not peeling, by the way.
That was legendary, bro. Dude, the continued Hollow Man post drink,
we got-
that's a
I think
wow,
there was
epic.
a comment where some guy was like, "You went too quick out of the Hollow Man." He goes, so "You got
Is that on TikTok?
Yeah, I
See,
think
this
that
is
on
what it was
TikTok.
like back in the day. You just build on people's moves. You go, bro, you
Dude.
got to stay in it. And then you were talking in it. That was great.
We need to have hot. We need to have.
That was great.
We should do Hollow Man on the pod.
Yeah,
That
what
should
do
be
you
like a
mean?
thing. We just do Hollow Man
Oh,
every now and then.
yeah, that's what are we doing? We're such idiots. Now you just totally changed the game.
From now on.
If I wasn't done, crap. Samah, you might have to go get me another
some water
seltzer
there.
if he has any.
The Hollow Man, dude.
Yeah, see if there's a seltzer.
Well, now it's contrived. You gotta do it naturally.
so contrived.
You gotta do it naturally.
Did you ever tell? I never told him that you was the background on your phone.
you have a
for-
dollar?
It only lasted a little.
I need
This
a
is the
dollar.
last one. Do you have a
Yeah,
dollar?
it's fine. You can give it to him. It only lasted for like.
Dude, this is brilliant. Asking for seltzers while we're on the pod because you really can't turn me down then.
If you're gonna do a Hollow Man, there's no way.
If
There's
you're
no way to deny it.
Dude, yeah, I love that fucking clip of ours where we talk about you're like, I'm not gonna coordinate a hollow or a wizard staff off in the
I
comments
thought about
of
it
our
more. I
TikTok.
will do if we did a college. I would challenge anyone to their drinking game of choice,
Right.
as long as it's skill based, not who can drink the most based.
Oh, okay. So that you don't
it's
end up
Beer
yeah,
pong.
Yeah.
I bet I could beat anyone in beer pong, flip cup, beer die, any of that shit.
Beer, yeah. If it's skill based, that's pretty good.
Yeah, skill based. I mean, anyone can shotgun better than me. All that.
Oh, I'm pretty good
Crap.
at shotgunning. That could be sweet though, a skills based contest.
Yes, skills based contest. And then they can designate someone for seltzer water, and you can challenge someone to like drinking seltzer water.
That's what I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to do
You
all
got some
seltzer water.
gremlin showing up that like kills seltzer waters.
I crush seltzer though.
Dude,
What happens to your body if you drink too much seltzer
I
water?
actually think it fucks you up. I've last night I drank too much seltzer water at barbershop and my like chest started to
Really?
feel weird. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I mean, if you
he just opened that can.
I mean, if you don't, if you
Hollow
haven't-
Man!
Hollow Man! Look at that hamburger meat, dude. Yeah, you gotta, you gotta get on
no, that
mic
looks
too.
cool.
Yeah, baby. Hollow Man, right down the pipe.
The good thing about that Hollow Man is that the mouth
Yeah.
started to slowly widen because it was soaking more into the.
Is that right?
Yeah, it was almost like I don't know if you could see
It
it,
looks
on
like
the
Joker
video,
makeup.
Yeah, I was about to say Joker, maybe.
but it slowly spread.
Yeah. Dude, I saw Elvis last night. Oh, double Hollow Man.
Well, he has a white t-shirt on.
Legendary.
You can see that.
Double Hollow Man, baby.
Double.
We're gonna Hollow Man for the rest of the pod.
Oh, double hollow man, baby.
Well, I don't have to pick a thumbnail this week.
Double, dude. Come on.
I actually wanted to go shirtless for this pod anyways because I got a nice little tan going up on my roof.
Yeah. Wait, dude, Miller, let me ask you something.
Let me, in all seriousness, all jokes aside,
Yeah.
let me ask you a
Put this
question.
aside.
Already,
The hamburger meat. What does that mean?
it's your chest hair, man.
Oh, okay. You know, I had to.
It's the brown sugar. I think I got it from like a Ron Burgundy quote. Or,
Oh, that's nice.
who was the guy? It was when Will Ferrell was in. Maybe it was Starsky and Hutch. Was Will Ferrell
that's
in
an
prison where he
underrated,
goes, let me see that brown sugar.
Oh yeah, you know what? You're right. That Ed guy, where he's like the Ed guy, he's like kind of gay in prison.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, your oatmeal has a
Oh,
little bit more
shit, are
brown
you
sugar." I went off just a little bit.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about. I think that's Starsky and Hutch.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
meet him in jail.
Yeah,
Oh, that killed me.
that was great.
Oh, that killed me. You know another one I used to do? Dude, I don't even know if I could still do this. I got to be careful. But I used to do the brewski on the dome piece.
Well, I feel like that's a common. A lot of people do that, unless you like flip it and can like land it in your mouth.
That's what I used to do.
No, you couldn't. No, stop.
No, yeah, I used to throw it off the lid and then catch it and drink it. The problem is I don't want to get it all over the microphone. You know? I would just do that, and then I would go, yeah.
I thought I was gonna do like a full flip.
No. Come on, that's not bad.
Out of all of them, I think
That's
that might be the worst one.
You think so?
There's no skill involved.
Oh, come
and
on.
it's not that
That's
revolutionary.
Not,
I've seen multiple people do it.
You've seen
I was on
multiple?
a Hinge.
You
I saw
know,
some chick on a Hinge profile. She goes like one of my talents, and it's her with a beer on top of her head.
Really?
Yeah,
That's funny that you've seen multiple people do that.
a lot of people do that. That's child's play.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Anyways, guys.
anyways,
I had a number of topics too.
yeah. Do you have any? I didn't come into any.
No, I mean I wanted.
I was gonna ask you.
Yeah.
Are you a astrology guy?
I used to be a little more, but I do. Yeah, I do.
Because
I
I went
used to
on a
read
date.
my horoscope.
I went on a date with a girl,
Excuse me.
and she said that she asked me what my birthday was. I was like February 2nd. She's like, "Oh,
Yeah.
you're an Aquarius." I'm like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, why?" And she's like,
Should look it up.
"They're some of the worst. They're the hardest guy to date, apparently."
Oh,
Aquarius.
Yeah. That's where people get a little weird, like, because you could say that about a lot of signs. Gemini, Virgo, the twins, like they're problematic, meaning like they're like,
They're hard to pin down, I guess.
yeah, or like an air sign. I'm an air sign. I'm a Libra, so
Yeah.
like we're flighty. So you could say that about a lot of different
Pull
characteristics.
up Aquarius dating.
Yeah. It's fun to pull it up though pull up like
What are you?
Aquarius male and then her sign female.
She's an Aquarius. Aquarius male, Aquarius female.
There you go. Then you'll find the compatibility.
It's gonna
I'm
be-
Libra. And I'm a male.
air signs. They say we're good with air. What are you?
You're an air sign?
No, they say for
I
Aquarius.
was about to say you're not an air.
What are you, Aries?
Me? No, I'm Libra. I'm classic Libra. Dude, I'm the scales, dude. I became a lawyer.
Aquarius and Libra. Hi. We're all good. We're good
Yeah.
in compatibility, sex, and communication.
That's
should-
great.
we
That
should
makes
fuck.
sense. Yeah, we should
It's
bet.
gay pride, dude. We should try it out.
We should. That is pride.
What's her Aquarius and Aquarius? Where's that?
Aquarius and Cancer, you and I, Tobin, low.
Wow. Look at that.
Wow, you're
Yeah.
fired.
Yeah, that's accurate. That's accurate.
I feel like I'm employed by Samaha. I feel like Samaha's gonna fire me before. Cancer, low.
If you look at Libra, though, it's pretty spot on for me.
Go. Yeah, I don't know.
Creative.
Sometimes I
What
feel
is
like
she?
beauty.
Did she tell you?
she's Aquarius. She was born a day after me, February 3rd.
She's Aquarius?
Yeah.
That's so weird that she's saying how you were the hardest to date because you're an Aquarius.
Well, she said that she's hard to
she
date.
see that's what's so funny about people. They go that I know that about me. I'm terrible. But you would probably hear me saying the same thing. Oh, I'm so hard to date. Everyone says that shit.
No, I'll tell you what. I'm
Yeah, but
I'm
I like
very
the chart.
easy. I'm very easy to date. But I'm very hard to get down. Like, I'm probably not going to be your boyfriend.
Yeah,
That's where I start getting a little.
I think like I
This
do.
random link says Aquarius and Aquarius make a solid zodiac match.
Yeah.
Welch and Dale say it's one of the most compatible among all the pair. Well, Welch and Daniel say.
Welch and Daniel.
So
It's
you
one
should
of the
bring her
most
this information. You should tell her
Yeah,
that we're compatible.
maybe I'll send it to her.
Yeah.
But there's one girl. So, like, sometimes, like, your previous girlfriends and boyfriends will come up
Yeah.
on dates somehow, like a first date. They're like, "Oh, when was your last relation?" You know, and
Yeah.
I'll tell them. I'd be like, "I broke up with my girlfriend like 10 months ago. It was my only
Yeah.
girlfriend," to kind of let them know. Odds are,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not going to be your boyfriend. You know.
Yeah.
And their eyes kind of, they go, "You've only had one relationship," and I'm like, "Yeah, I don't."
Yeah. I mean, I guess you like for your age, you could have. They might think you might have more,
Yeah, 30. How many have you had?
like 4 or 5,
Yeah,
maybe something like that.
yeah.
Maybe more.
How many have
maybe
you had,
less.
Samaha?
2, one in high school, and now my current girlfriend.
Wow. How long have you guys been dating this current one?
3 years.
3 years.
And then 2 before that were off, on and off. Messing around.
Oh.
Yeah.
The old
Messing
messing
around.
around.
Yeah.
Artie's kind of looking into space right now. What was the trigger?
We haven't asked Hardy about a woman. That's why.
Huh?
That may be why. We haven't asked him about if he had a current woman or
No.
Current
He doesn't
no,
have
no,
a current.
no.
current escapades, no dates, or
Well, he doesn't have.
No.
He
desire.
has nothing. No, I'm just kidding.
Do you have desire?
No, I spaced that because
Yeah, do you have desire?
we were just kind of chatting about how many chicks. We were.
The question remains: do you have desire?
Desire for what? Yeah, what do you mean?
Whether it be a girlfriend or meaningless sex.
I'm more like
You're more a slow burn guy.
I'm more like serious about it at this point. Like if I was gonna I'm looking for something long term.
Right. But in a way you're not. What you're saying is if you were to get into a relationship, you would want it to be long term. But you're not even like looking for a relationship right now, right?
You've asked me this question so many times.
All right. Well,
What do you know?
never mind.
What do you mean I'm not? What do you mean like I'm not? No, I'm not like
There are
well,
girls
okay. I went on a date somewhat recent like
right.
like a month ago. Like I hung out with someone for a little while. Like I'm not like I'm past the point in my life where I care to hook up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not that I would. It's not that like I wouldn't if the situation potentially presented itself with someone. But I'm mostly not in that realm.
Yeah. But if you want a long-term relationship,
Yeah.
you kind of have to get some shots on goal in a way, right? If that
Well,
makes sense. You
I mean,
gotta test out. You gotta dip in the water a little bit.
Yeah, well, not necessarily. What do you mean? But not necessarily with sex. Like
No,
I
not
could.
not
Yeah,
necessarily. But
yeah.
like go on a date. Like you've got Didge.
Yeah.
You've
Yeah,
got Didge sitting
I've got
there that could be
Didge.
explored.
Yeah. But I still am thoroughly. So if you really like me overall, so when I went sober in 2016.
No.
Yeah, see, I knew.
I'm kidding. It was a joke.
I knew.
It was a joke.
This is why I never answer this question
I'm
with you.
kidding, dude.
Because
You
you're
continue.
not gonna, as I go down this road, you're not gonna.
Continue. No, I like it.
Oh yeah. This is not the time or the place.
All right.
Okay.
Do
You
I
gotta
have-
let me finish then. If I'm gonna explain, okay, you have to let me finish. So, when I went sober, I was 30. 30 years old, 31. Yeah, 30. 2016, 36. Yeah. So like 30 some odd years old. I had been drinking and partying and fucking around most of my life. Okay. So it's like a learning disability when you're drinking that much. Like who you date, why you date, they're all fucked up because you're partying. And the real reason you're doing a lot of things is to party, for drugs. A lot.
To get the endorphin. hit.
Yeah, a lot. Like I didn't even really know myself like fully. So then I go sober, but I'm already in a relationship
Right.
when I do. So even that relationship is a relationship that I've manifested in a repressed addict state where I wasn't doing I wasn't doing anything. I was living at home, still a lawyer, still very confused. And so I go sober in that. Now, I had begun doing some comedy, so part of the reason why I went sober was that, like sort of rediscovering the artist side of myself. But then I wake up in a way, right? Like spiritual awakening, but I kind of wake up and come to and start learning about myself. But I'm already in another relationship. So that relationship really doesn't work out and is really wrong for me and is very codependent. But also great in ways because it got me sober. And she helped me, like gave me the faith and trust in myself to do that. So there was like positive and negatives, but it was also super misaligned to me because of the fact that I was still now a month sober, 2 months sober, not really knowing, just finding out about like who the hell I am, what the hell I want. And then it wouldn't be many... So then it takes you it wouldn't be many years till I really figured all of that out, right? Mm-hmm. So then fast forward, that relationship continues on for about 2 years past the beginning where I get sober. Mm-hmm. And that's when I started realizing, so now I've been sober for a couple of years, like, oh shit, there's a lot of parts of me that I have to heal. Like my codependency and my people-pleasing and the reasons why I was drinking and a lot of like traumas or bullying, a lot of like shit that I had to like deal with while I was doing all these drugs. Okay, so that ends, and now I've literally I've been sober for 1.5 years, 2 years, so I'm just starting to like figure some stuff out about myself. But I've never actually dated sober in my entire life. So that's like 2018, 19. So while it seems like, oh, I'm this like 36-year-old guy who's had all these da-da-da-da-da, I've had really like one to two, really like one relationship or start of something where I'm even sober. Right? So it's been a process for me to figure out, right, since like 2019, like, okay, now that I'm actually sober, who the fuck am I single? Right? Like without people, right? Because that's not something I've even really done. Right? So it's like, so dating for me, the pendulum's like swung back to the other side because I was dating so much and I was in so many relationships so mindlessly for so long. And this is why this is going to take a second. For so long, right? That now I'm on the grand scale. It's like now I'm over, the pendulum swung back and I'm over here. And it's like, well, now I'm just for the first time actually enjoying being single and sober. And now it's been like 5 or 6 years sober. But again, I spent 2 of that in a relationship. I spent a year of that recovering from all the fucking shit from that relationship. I spent another one. I got right back into one. So then I realized how trippy it was. I was like, oh, I got out of that relationship. And then I ended up right back in one because of my own addiction. My own, like, I remanifested a relationship to cover up problems again. So then I immediately had to get out of, that. So now you're talking about the pandemic. So it's been like a couple years. So for me, I'm like literally just chilling on the bench. Like I don't need to sub back in and go down that right now because it wouldn't actually serve me. It would serve me to clear the drawer and understand things better before it's like, oh, okay, I'm going to fucking go back down this road. And it may be a situation where I don't do that for many years. You know, like 5-7 years of like, oh, I don't need to get back into a relationship for because I'm not addicted to them anymore like I was. So super long answer, but that's
can
where
can I have your dig?
that's where I am mentally. It's like there's all of this behind me, and that doesn't mean I couldn't like find someone,
when you see
but like
me on all these dates, you're like this fool.
No, because
He's
I don't
floundering around, and
because I don't know where in your journey you are. It's not relevant.
I would argue there is no journey. Power of now.
What do you mean?
Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah, but what do you mean like there is
Siddhartha.
Yeah, power now, Siddhartha.
Single on purpose.
Yeah.
Single on purpose.
Yeah. Well, no, because I don't know I don't know your what I'm saying is I don't know your journey. So like it may be the case that this leads you to someone that you that you really, really like. Or it may not. You may end up my route where you're like, oh yeah, I was doing a lot of these things from a place of ego too. You may find that. You may not.
Well, I'm
Right?
I personally, and I know you kind of don't necessarily ascribe to this, but I think I need a family at some point in my life. I want to have kids.
Yeah, I don't I have similar aspirations at some point.
Right.
At some point, though. Again, I could see that at like 45. Tony Robbins talks about the tunnel, right? He's like, guys go into the tunnel, which is where they head down, focused, and they're not really dating or settling or doing a lot of that stuff because they're literally climbing the dominance hierarchy. They're literally trying to get somewhere. Now, again, I'm such a late bloomer. I didn't even start artistic pursuits and things that I really wanted to be doing until I was fucking 30. And I wasn't even sober, bro. So, like, my tunnel is super delayed. It's now. I'm one of these, I'm living my fucking 20s now. I probably should have done this in my 20s. You could have been like, okay, maybe you could have, but I didn't. I fucking partied the whole time.
Yeah.
So, it's delay with me. It's like I could easily, I be another, 5-10 years of like really pursuing something.
I think in perspective, we're still very young.
Yeah, and that's how I completely agree, Pat. I don't think I don't think you have to be in a rush. I'm not saying you're in a rush though, and none of this has to do with you too. By the way, I'm just
So I
telling
should
you
cancel
why.
my date tonight.
I'm just telling
Oh,
you
shit.
why.
Well, there is a
Where
little
I've
bit-
come from, like
There is there's a tiny, if you want to have kids, the whole age thing actually does a little bit come into play.
a
Because do you want to
little
be the
bit,
dad?
though.
Do you want to be the dad when your kid's like throwing the baseball and you're like 80 years old and you have to like you can't even throw a baseball at the kid because you're
Well-
like frail? You gotta be rolled down in a cart.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Because there are of some of your friends might have had those old dads where they're like 70 years old.
but I just maybe who knows, like, I'm not gonna come from a place of fear with it. Like, if that's the dad I am, like, then that's the dad I am. Now I don't. Why am I having a kid? Sounds like I'm having a kid when I'm 8. Now I'm having a kid when I'm 70. I mean,
No, well,
like, maybe
when they're 16. Well, if you're 70, that means you have a kid when you're 55 or whatever. That means that you're like 70.
Okay,
When they
50.
hit 15,
Yeah. So that's
when they're doing layup lines.
right. So then you're 70 when they're. I could see that. That could potentially. That's not. You take care of yourself. You could do a couple jumpers.
Yeah, you could, yeah.
But that is another thing. It's also prior, like, the time, like, you don't have all the time in the world.
Right.
It's what level of priority it is for you. That, like,
I-
and what level, I don't know. For you, it seems like it's probably higher than you want to let on.
It's really not.
Yeah.
That's the issue. That's the true issue.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. You're just
scared of my
scared of arriving over
success.
here at the tunnel the tunnel zone.
You don't want your kids to see your success.
All right, we good? You got any? I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else?
I mean, oh, this is fun. Like, I did want to say this. So, I was talking about Jurassic Park with some of my my buddies.
Yeah, the tunnel. You're really deep in the tunnel. You've been to Jurassic Park twice.
Yeah,
JP
listen.
Dubs D.
Yeah, and Elvis last night.
Did you see how was it?
It was great.
Really? I could
Yeah.
see that being pretty good.
I was surprised. Yeah. So we were making this joke called the high-low theory.
Who'd you see it with?
I just went,
Solo?
yeah,
All right.
11p.
Do you want to see pin that? Do you want to see 4th of July, the Joe List? What are you doing 4th of July weekend?
I don't know.
We should go see the Joe List Louis C.K. movie, 4th of July.
Oh,
It's in
okay.
theaters July 1st. Hopefully Joe sees this
Really?
and like says hi to me or something like that. That'd
That's
be fun.
cool.
It looks really good. A lot of great comics are in it.
Yeah, that's funny. You know what's funny? When you don't get a lot done in a week, and then you're in the tunnel, but you don't. Then you're like, oh shit, I'm not even doing anything.
Yeah, you're not even really in the tunnel. You're in traffic
really
in the tunnel.
That's really funny. It's like, oh, maybe I should go on. Yeah, maybe I should go on a date. I got plenty of time. No,
Get
this
a new
is
perspective. Be with the opposite sex a little bit.
you love. I'm always with the opposite sex. I don't know what planet you're on.
Always with the opposite sex.
I'm constantly with the opposite sex.
Not right now.
Miller.
A lot of dudes in this room.
So if you're in Jurassic Park,
Yeah.
how I would survive, I would either climb into trees, really high up in the trees.
You'd get immediately toast.
This is what we were talking about. Or I go under the surface of a pond like a little
with
lake.
a bamboo shoot.
Yes, and I go right below, and I stay there. That's how I survive.
You know what I do?
My brother was saying, "You're gonna then what?" He's like, because he was saying, "Would you rather get?" And then you could say, he was like, "Would you rather be stranded in Jurassic Park or in space?"
Yeah, just open it, but then lock my door. Jurassic Park or space?
So it's so it's
this requires
that's what I'm.
a lot of time.
I know. Maybe we punt. Maybe we pick it up next week. That's the question. It's like, would you rather be kind of in an Apollo 13 situation movie where it's like, oh fuck, you're stranded, but Houston may be able to get you back, or do you want to be in Jurassic?
We need to write this down. This is
Yeah.
a great question, but really quickly, what I would do in Jurassic Park, what I'm thinking is some sort of
Yeah.
Star Wars thing where I cut open a dead animal.
Yeah.
And then hide in the guts.
Yeah, like.
But the only issue with that is that
the only
animal
issue
could-
with that. Yeah, there's probably so many issues with that.
another animal could come and eat that animal for food, and I'm already in the bite, kind of. That's the only issue I'm seeing with that.
That's a pretty renegade one, though.
A Star Wars scene where I just lightsaber the guts. Samaha, really quickly. All right, let's stop. Well, I was gonna say, do you guys have plans for next weekend, or can we pod next weekend? Huh? Should we go to Staten Island for a burger and?
Oh, you guys are doing
Well, I'm just saying,
a
if they have,
barbecue?
I have nothing on 4th of July
okay.
weekend. But if you were like gonna go to Nantucket, I don't know what you're doing 4th of
No,
July weekend.
I think I might be around. Like I think I might be around. Tom
Alright.
texted me that he might be around.
All right, so we could pod next weekend, is what we're saying.
Yeah, I think so.
All right,
We
cool.
can talk about it, or we
All
can
right.
go to the movies for sure.
We're definitely gonna go to
Yeah.
the movies.
All right, gang.
Boom, gang, gang.
Adios.